Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Richard Kenobi here, and I am back. It's been so long since I've been in front of this camera. I think the last time was in January, but I'm back. And of course, you know, I would like to welcome all 117 of you new subscribers to my channel. Thank you for subscribing to me. But for those of you who are bronies and Pegasisters, I'm here to bring you so much content. So let's go ahead and get started. So, you know, we've been waiting so long for Season 5, you know, and it's finally here. It finally aired. I woke up at 9 in the morning and saw it. It was amazing, and, you know, it was really good. I mean, it was a good way to start off the season, so let's go ahead and review it. Now, for those of you bronies or Pegasisters who have not seen it, I suggest you click out of this episode and go watch it. Just go find it, or if you have it recorded, go watch it, because there will be spoilers, you know, because unfortunately, you know, I'm the type of guy who likes to do spoilers, because I assume, you know, if I do spoiler-free content, it's just gonna make the video less significant. But, you know, I digress. But anyway, so yes, if you do not want to hear spoilers, click out. Okay, let's go. Alright, so, this, season kicks off where, you know, of course, you know, it's been hyped up. What is this gonna, you know, talk about? So, of course, you know, we open in Ponyville, and, you know, we see, the main six and Spike. They're in the Castle of Harmony, and they're just, you know, chilling. You know, they're all just, you know, relaxing. But then out of nowhere, their cutie mark symbols on their chairs glow and come together into this signal and bring out this giant map that that pretty much shows all of Equestria, and their cutie marks glow. They spark, and they form into this you know, little arrow, and it points them to a direction on the map that they have to go. And this is pretty much gonna be, you know, the plot of this season. You know, whenever the main six or Spike, you know, they're gonna, you know, go on these adventures out of Ponyville or sometimes out of Equestria to go to these places to solve problems with friendship. And I like this idea, and it's pretty much, you're going to see all the ponies traveling more. So, with this, you know, two-parter, we see, you know, they get on the train and they go to this, this place, you know, this small little town, and they notice something's different about it. You know, all of the inhabitants don't have cutie marks. They have equal signs, meaning they're all equal, and, you know, they smile and they're creepy a lot. And, you know, at first when they see the main six, they're a little weird, you know, because they've never, especially since Princess Twilight is there, they've never gotten an Alicorn before. So, you know, they're happy. They're happy to introduce them, welcome to their little place, and it's all run by this main pony named Starlight Glimmer. Now, she, of course, is the main leader, or, you know, sort of follower of this, and, you know, she explains that they all have gotten rid of their cutie marks because they believe that there is a other way to achieve friendship, and get rid of, and pretty much losing their cutie marks is the way to do this. So, you know, the main six are a little weird by this. Pinkie Pie is actually the first one to notice something's wrong. My favorite scene in this episode is where she actually does this solid snake thing, where she just sneaks around, and there's this one moment where she is under a giant rock, and she lifts it up, trying to, you know, be all stealth Pinkie Pie. And, you know, for a while, everything looks fine. And then, you know, later on, we see that, you know, that some of the inhabitants, 3 of the inhabitants, want their help. They need their help to get their cutie marks back, because they want to be like them. And they agree to help them, so they ask Starlight to take them to the cutie mark vault. And the cutie mark vault is pretty much this giant cave, and inside that cave there's a whole vault with displays of all of the inhabitants' cutie marks, and they're all in there like stickers. And you see this wand, and, you know, Pretty much, Starlight tricks them. She takes away the main six's cutie marks and replaces it with the equal cutie mark. So all of their cutie marks are with the others, and they're all miserable, you know. And eventually, they all start to actually get used to it because, you know, what happens is when you lose your cutie mark and you get the equal sign, you start to, you know, adjust to not having it, and you become like the inhabitants. So Applejack loses her country rhythms. Rainbow Dash loses her speed and strength. Rarity loses pretty much everything. Fluttershy is the same, I guess. And Pinkie Pie actually becomes Maud. And Twilight still stays the same because she's confident. So then, you know, that's pretty much the end of Part 1. Now, Part 1 was pretty good. I liked it. It set it up and introduced us to this little culture and just how everything is not what it seems. But they're still happy because they're not all evil. Just one of them, but I'll get to that in Part 2. So, Part 2 pretty much opens up where, you know, the main six are still miserable. They are stuck in this cabin for days because, you know, Starlight and the others are waiting for them to accept or embrace the equal liberty. So, the main six come up with this plan to get their cutie marks back, which involves Fluttershy, because she's actually the only one who actually liked it when she first came in here. So, Fluttershy pretends to be one of them. And, you know, there's even this one instance where she has to point out the traitor who told them about the cutie mark wall. And, of course, one of the inhabitants, he pretty much gives himself up. And so, yes. So, pretty much, you know, the rest of it is Fluttershy trying to get the cutie marks back. But then, you know, as she tries to fit in, or pretend to fit in, she notices a shocking discovery that... Starlight is, of course, the villain, so if you haven't guessed that, she is the villain. But she discovers a shocking twist. And, spoiler, it turns out that, Starlight has her cutie mark. Because she trips over a bucket of water, and it pretty much ruins the equal liberty sign painted on there, and it reveals her cutie mark. So it turns out that she is using her magic to take away everyone's cutie marks and not this staff, which she explains later is just made of wood and it's a fake. So Fluttershy brings out the others and exposes Starlight to the whole culture. So all the inhabitants go back and get their cutie marks. Fluttershy and the others try and get theirs, and Starlight tries to escape. She almost gets away, but thanks to these three main inhabitants, whose names I can't really remember, so sorry, they help them get their cutie marks back, and they stop Starlight. And when they finally get their cutie marks back, you know, we see that Starlight, you know, just wanted friendship. You know, but unlike Sunset Shimmer and Equestria Girls, because I actually thought they were going to take this route, but they didn't, thank you, she refuses to believe everything the main six says, so she teleports away from, you know, the mountain and goes somewhere else, trying, you know, to at least think it over. So overall, you know, the inhabitants get their cutie marks back, they embrace the joy of friendship again, and they actually turn the little town. They don't leave the little town, they stay there because that's their home. So they make it better, more upbeat, and then that's it. So, that's pretty much the episode. So what did I think of it? I thought it was really well done. You know, it introduced us to the plot of the season, what's going to be the main running theme. It had a decent bad guy. Now, let's talk about Starlight, because a lot of people have been talking about her. Some people liked her, some people didn't. But, you know, that we'll only find out till time goes on. But she was decent. She wasn't a good follow-up to Tirak. In fact, there's actually one scene I forgot to mention, because how the main six lose their cutie marks in the first one, when they're trapped inside the cave, Starlight uses her magic to lift up all of them, mainly Twilight, and rip it off like a Band-Aid. So they rip off their cutie marks, and it's so brutal. You know, it feels like it really looks painful. So it pretty much makes Tirak sucking out the cutie marks look like a good thing. But I will say Starlight was a pretty decent villain. You know, she was really good. You know, her motivation wasn't entirely evil. You know, she just wanted friendship in her own way. Except she knew if she could, she pretty much said she couldn't make everybody equal if she didn't have her cutie mark. Now, this initially is both good and bad. Good for her, but bad for the people around her because she pretty much lied. So overall, I would say that these first two episodes were pretty damn great. You know, I'm really excited to see this show back. You know, the writing is good, the voice acting always excellent, and you know, this episode was pretty much a creepy one, like a really creepy one, but it was still enjoyable from beginning to end. So I would say, so overall, I would give this episode a 9 out of 10. It was a good start, you know, really good. It was amazing to see all of our favorite ponies back in action, and I can't wait till next Saturday to see what else the main six is going to do. But until then, guys, this is Richard Kenobi saying, be friendship, my friends. Friendship is always magic. Take care, guys.
When danger makes me wanna hide, your rainbow dash to my side. Kindness is never a short supply, but spinning twice, Fluttershy. For honesty, no pony can deny. You are the apple jack of my eye. A heart that shines so beautiful, a rarity to come by. And you all make fun and laughter as easy as speaking by. My little pony, I used to wonder what friendship could be. My little pony, until you all shared its magic with me. Our friendship's magic, and it's growing all the time. A new adventure waits for